So, in these mini shift up sessions, it's helpful for you to stay a little bit more specific with what you want to shift because they're shorter and we just don't go as deep, but they are still effective. So, what we're going to shift today is, well, another way that our past shows up in the present is in our behaviors, in our habits. Maybe we get a habit going in childhood or early adulthood that we continue on into adulthood, and we don't want to use it anymore, but we don't know how to break it. There's a whole continuum of habits and how many negative consequences they have for us, right? So if you have a habit of consuming too much alcohol to numb your emotions, that, that too has a continuum. You can try to shift that today. And, sometimes it's taking off a little bit of a layer, a little bit of a layer. That's where these mini shift ups can be helpful. So that was an example of something that might have more negative consequences to your life. Or there's a habit of fingernail biting, or saying, no, that's not a habit, but using food. That again is a bit of, probably, at least for me, is a bigger, there's many layers, I guess, is what I'm saying, but we could shift some of them today. Maybe there's a habit of always being late for work, right? Never being able to leave the house on time. Maybe there's a habit of not doing the dishes right after dinner, and you'd like to have them done after dinner. I don't know. You can think of any sort of habit that you would like to shift today and really get it as specific as you can. Okay? And now we'll go into the guided practice. So it's a guided mindfulness session. You can sit down, lie down with your eyes closed if that works for you. If you are too busy or that doesn't work for you, many people find that uncomfortable. That is okay. You can keep your eyes open. You can, walk around. You can have me in your earbuds while you're on a walk, while you're doing the dishes, while you're doing some gardening, whatever. Just don't be driving or doing anything that requires your full 100% attention. Because as I'm giving the instructions, you're super conscious. So part of your mind is engaged in work, right? So you don't want to be doing anything that requires your 100% attention when you are listening to the superconscious shift. Okay, beautiful. Well, let's get into it. So adopt whatever position you're going to adopt. And I invite you to close your eyes if that is what you're doing today. And I keep my eyes closed. So I invite you, to take a nice breath in. And as you breathe in, just really notice how your chest expands as you pull that air in. And then when you breathe out, just allow your chest to relax and the air to naturally flow out. You don't have to push or do anything. It doesn't have to be effortful. And you'll do that one more time. Nice breath in. And as you breathe out, just allowing the air to move through your body. Now, it is 100% normal for your mind to be busy. Our minds are made to think. You don't need to worry about it, to worry about your thoughts. What can help sometimes, if you do want some help settling your mind, is to picture a beautiful white paintbrush, or a paintbrush covered in beautiful white paint. In your mind's eye, if you can picture that paintbrush, and then just as if your mind is a dome, just paint the walls and the ceiling of that dome white. Beautiful. Oh, it's okay if thoughts continue to come in. It just gives a nice fresh slate. I invite you to place your attention on your feet. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Press your feet into the floor if they're resting on the floor. And I invite you to visualize some roots growing out of the bottoms of your feet. The roots grow in through the floor, through the foundation of your home, and into the earth below. When they hit the earth, they spread far and wide and deep. They travel through sand, through rock, through underwater, under the earth water caves. They find under the earth rivers they travel through. And then they hit the center of the earth where they find a beautiful source of energy, this molten lava center of the earth. It doesn't harm the roots. In fact, they love the nourishment, they love the light that they receive, and they soak it up. They start to pull that love and light energy into them. They start to fill up with that light. Whatever color it is for you today, just allow it to be and pull it into your roots. With every in-breath, you pull a little more of that light up into your root network until eventually it hits your feet and it starts to travel into you. It travels up your legs. And with every in-breath, it travels a little further. And travels up your legs into your abdomen, swirls all around, moves up your spine, swirls all around your chest cavity and your lungs and your heart, down your arms into your hands. Beautiful light energy starting to light you up, filling all the spaces in between your cells, bathing you. Moving up your neck, swirling all around your head, behind your face, into your middle of your head. That beautiful white dome you created, filling that all up with this beautiful light. And when it hits the top of your head, it bursts out into your crown chakra above your head and spreads out into branches far and wide. Fill up the room that you're in. Burst through the ceiling, burst through the roof of your building, and extend into the sky all around you. The branches are filled with the same beautiful light. And every time you breathe in and out, you can feel this light moving through your system, kind of like in waves and rhythmic waves that follow the pattern of your breath. Now, I'm just going to talk to your superconscious and your parts, and you don't really have to understand anything that I'm saying. Just allow the words to wash over. I'm going to assume by your presence here or watching the replay that I have permission to work with your superconscious mind. I'm going to ask your superconscious to please download the treatment metaphor so that you know how to treat a painful emotion, memory, or part. Once your superconscious understands how to do the treatment, superconscious, I'm going to ask you to find all the parts that are in the active experience at this moment. Please find what sequence they would be best aligned in. And please do the awakening script so all parts understand how treatment is offered and how they have 100% rights and consent to treatment. We are always a consent-based process. Please ensure any treatments that do not want the treatment or concerned have full reassurance, full information, but can be put in the observation mode to engage or not at a later time. Superconscious, please treat all parts that are present in want the treatment in the correct order with total respect, and then do a massive change history and everything after that. I invite you to take a nice breath in. And just notice how you're feeling right now. And I invite you to call into your mind and into your body this habit or this behavior that you would like to shift. So call it in. If you have a movie screen up in that dome in your mind, visualize yourself engaging in the behavior. Notice how you feel now that you've called that up. Notice notice what you feel and where you feel it. You don't need a word. It can be just a patch of tension or a patch of darkness or a patch of resistance or a patch of safety or comfort, whatever you feel when you see yourself engaging in this behavior. Just welcome all the parts of you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They are all welcome here. I'm just going to give your superconscious some instructions now. Superconscious, please notice the parts that are in the active experience. Please treat them in the correct order with total respect. And then do a massive change history and everything after that. Superconscious, if there's a protector controller part that is active and concerned about treatment, is concerned about giving up or shifting or changing this behavior, Superconscious, please talk to the protector controller part and explain how treatment proceeds. Make sure the protector controller part knows that their wisdom will be passed on to the main personality through any insights and awarenesses. And they will be able to work with the main personality to make decisions around behaviors to ensure safety, security, comfort. If protector controller wants treatment, superconscious, please treat, and then do a massive change history and everything after that. I invite you to take a nice breath in, again, pulling that beautiful light into your body with your in-breath. And maybe with your out-breath, seeing that beautiful light move up into the branches above your head. Breathing in, pulling it up from below, breathing out, pushing it out into the branches. Beautiful. And I invite you to think about the phrase, this can change. This can change. Say it out loud or just in your mind, whatever works for you right now. This can change. And notice the parts of you that awaken when you say that. It could be a color that shows up or a feeling somewhere in your stomach or your neck or your head or your shoulders or your feet, anywhere. There's no right or wrong. This can change. Notice how true that feels or how untrue. And I'm going to give your superconscious some instructions. Superconscious, please treat any parts or any resistance to this phrase, this can change. Please treat any predispositions that become active when this phrase is in the active experience. And then do a massive change history and everything after that. I invite you in your mind to start at the number 10 and just ever so slowly count backwards from 10 to 1. I'm going to continue to give your superconscious some instructions. Superconscious, please treat any memory barriers, mindset blocks related to this can change. I'm thinking unbroken agreements, resentments, and judgments, any experiences where those created parts and emotions within the main personality, when the main personality was judged for this behavior, when the main personality attempted to change this behavior, when the main personality felt conflict related to this behavior, please call those up. Please treat them. Please treat any disempowering emotion related to them, and then do a massive change history and everything after that. Beautiful. As you breathe in again, you've done your counting. Breathe in from your feet, pulling in that light, watching it swirl around your heart space, and breathe out, shoot that light up through your head into the branches above. And keep repeating that a couple more times as your superconscious works through the big instruction that I gave it. I invite you to visualize yourself doing the behavior and at the same time saying to yourself, this can change. And just notice how it feels now. Does it feel more true, more possible, more willing to shift, more realistic that perhaps shifting is possible? Fantastic. Remember, wherever you are is 100% okay. If it's 100% true, great. If it's not, that's okay too. It's all shifts and layers. Shifting is happening, just the right amount, the perfect amount for you for today. So I invite you to visualize, just before you engage in that behavior, just before. See if you can lean into or tap into or see what is happening just before you start the behavior. Notice what your system feels like. Notice what it's wanting. Superconscious, please notice the associations that are contributing to this impulse, that are contributing to the desire to engage in this behavior. Superconscious, please notice all of these associations, put them into a structure, and then please treat the structure from the top down and bottom. As the structure falls apart, please tag and treat all disempowering memories and parts and replace with positive self-empowering memories and parts, and then do a massive change history and everything after that. And breathe. And just notice if you've had any awarenesses or any insight or aha moments or any action steps that have come to mind. Often enough gets cleared away that some paths are revealed, options are revealed. And often there's a fear underlying the behavior, right? A fear that your mind body system is trying to take care of you in the presence of or with your behavior. So just notice if there's any fear or any concern. And what would be the opposite? Is it safety? Is it comfort? Is it love? Notice what your mind body system is looking for in that moment. I invite you to place your hand on your heart. I invite you to state or offer yourself what it is you're needing. I can feel safe. I am safe. I am loved. It's okay. It's going to be okay. We've got this, no matter what happens. Just notice what feels right for you and consciously give that to yourself. Superconscious, please treat any resistance, any blocks to offering these self statements. Please do what you can to reinforce them as being 100% true in the main personality. Please keep repeating them until all barriers and blocks are removed and they are experienced as 100% true. Please reinforce all positive associations to these statements. And then do a massive change history and everything after that. Beautiful. Now, as your superconscious works, I invite you to return to that beautiful light source coming in from the bottom, moving through your body and out on top. I invite you to see that, creating a beautiful bubble around you. You're floating in this beautiful bubble of light, breathing in and out, taking in whatever qualities you need from this light, whether it's safety, security, love, comfort, compassion, passion, vitality, energy. And then returning to the behavior. So as you put it up now, noticing if you have some awareness of why you do it and what you could do instead. Is there a path forward, an alternate, an action you can take? I invite you to really visualize yourself taking the alternate action, the replacement behavior. So give your superconscious some instructions. Superconscious, please reinforce this new desired reality. Please call upon any associations that help to reinforce this desired reality. Please identify any self-beliefs that will reinforce this. Bring those into the active experience and repeat until experienced is 100% true in the main personality, and then do a massive change history and everything after that. Notice how it feels with this alternate, this new. Just notice how it feels. Lean into that. Lean into the feeling state. This is what helps magnetize it, helps make it more real. It's already real. Superconscious, please treat all memories and memories 1, 2, and 3, systems of body, mind, and systems of physiology. Please reconnect all the memories we've touched today back to the matrix of the universe. And between now and the next session, please tag and treat any disempowering memory or part and replace with positive self-empowering memories and parts. I invite you to send so much love and gratitude to this future self of you that you're visualizing in your mind. I invite you to pull up those roots from below. And as they come back into you, they bring all that beautiful light and energy, groundedness, wisdom, safety, security with them. That light just flows up your legs and it joins into your heart space, your own light there. Then those beautiful branches that were coming out from your crown chakra, invite you to bring those back into yourself. Watch as they come back in, they furl back in, just bring them back. They bring all the clarity, all the wisdom, all the love and compassion and intuition and anything you need, they bring. And that light joins up in your heart space. We have a beautiful star shining bright. You can call upon anytime you need. Whenever you put your hand on your heart, All of this is there for you. I invite you to take a nice last breath in and out of your heart space. Give yourself some gratitude for this practice today and set your intention for how you will carry this shift forward into your day. Okay, well, that brings the session to conclusion. A little bit longer than I anticipated, but it was what was needed, I guess. Totally intuitively guided. So, I hope that helped you shift a behavioral pattern that you have wanted to shift, or at least revealed some more information or insight that will help you on your journey. Please do let me know either in the comments or through a DM how that was for you. I'm open to any feedback. If you loved it, if you hated it, let me know. Okay. So I wish you all lots of love and light as you go about your day. See you later. Bye.